We were working with Steinberger at the time. Ned was sort of one of our first customers that was truly a interesting sort of customer, and his fella Hap Kuffner, the marketing guy that we were working with, was trying to convince me to go to Europe because we couldn't get distribution in the States. We had a tough time. We were up against Duncan, we were up against DiMarzio, we were up against and we were making a pickup that needed a battery, which was not gonna happen. I mean, it was tough. So Hap says, "Hey, well, look, why don't you do us a favor? Do yourself a favor. Why don't you come to Europe?" And I'm like, I mean, I don't even know that I owned a passport at the time, and I had to, and on top of that, I had maybe, I don't know, $1,200 in the bank, and so I went for it. We went to Europe. We found a bunch of great people to do business with, and after that, we sort of never looked back. It was pretty amazing, It was just a great way to get a start that was sort of kind of going around the loop before you. So it was great. It was really good. Yeah, I've played since I was about 10 years old. So I love to play. It's the greatest thing in the world. My old man was sort of an engineering dad, and he started off by he invented a transistor radio that monitored the airport traffic, approach, ground, and so I got involved working for him, winding coils, believe it or not. Take the little ferrite rod out of the back of the radio and cut the antenna, cut the coil off, and I got paid 25 cents a piece for winding a new coil on it. And then he got into the ham radio business, and that was really unique because we would import ham radios. Yaesu was the name of the line, and I had a bunch of ex-Navy engineers, communications engineers working in the back of the house, and these guys would come to work every day. When I was in school, I'd come home and I'd go to work for them, my dad, basically, and I just learned a tremendous amount. And I got into building amplifiers, and then I, repairing amplifiers and doing all that sort of stuff, and I just got tired of hoisting, heavy, taking them out of a cabinet, hoisting the chassis onto a bench, and I wasn't into it. So the guitar, my brother played guitar, and we grew up together. I mean, we played together all the time. We played in bands and, forever, and he helped get everything going, and helped me tune my ear, so to speak. So yeah, that's great. But I've always worked with other people. I mean, you can't do anything alone. It doesn't work. You got to have help from other people, and so him and Hap, a guy named Gary Rush worked with me for 25 years. A lot of great people. Now we got Bobby Vega and Scott and Chris, and it's just it's a great team. It works really well.